Something shocking is happening in North Carolina. 31 homes on the Outer Banks have fallen into the Atlantic Ocean in the past 2 years, and the pace is accelerating so fast that 19 of them collapsed in 2026 alone. Researchers have measured the shoreline retreating up to 141 feet in a single erosion event. Highway 12, the only road connecting 4,000 residents to the mainland, is now being swallowed by overwash during routine storms. Officials estimate 100 more homes will collapse within 5 years. In February, a hybrid winter storm that scientists called a snowy cane tore 4 houses off their foundations in a single weekend, with winds hitting 60 miles per hour against tides that no seawall is legally allowed to stop. But here is the detail that tells the real story. In 2012, North Carolina became the only state in America to pass a law banning the use of accelerated sea level rise projections in coastal planning. House Bill 819 made it illegal for state agencies to factor in what scientists were already warning, that the ocean would not rise in a straight line, but faster and faster. For 4 years, developers built homes on land that researchers had already identified as doomed. The moratorium expired in 2016. By 2020, those homes began falling into the water. Today, homeowners in Buxton cannot sell. They cannot insure. They cannot afford to move their houses inland. And they cannot stop what is coming because the state that was supposed to protect them chose to look the other way. The Outer Banks are a chain of barrier islands off the coast of North Carolina, stretching 200 miles from the Virginia border to Cape Lookout. Some sections are barely half a mile wide. On one side, the Atlantic Ocean. On the other, the shallow waters of Pamlico Sound. The worst erosion is concentrated on Hatteras Island, specifically in the villages of Buxton and Rodanthe, where Cape Hatteras juts out into the collision zone between the Gulf Stream and the Labrador Current. David Halleck, superintendent of Cape Hatteras National Seashore, put it simply: the ocean is finally catching up to them. They are highly exposed to one of the most energetic ocean areas in the country. The collapses did not happen all at once. Between 2020 and 2023, roughly 12 homes fell, mostly in Rodanthe. Then in the fall of 2025, the acceleration began. 5 homes collapsed in October alone. Christy Swan, founder of RCOAS, a coastal research firm that uses 3-dimensional mapping to track shoreline movement, measured the damage. In just 5 stormy weeks, the beach at Buxton lost the equivalent of 800 dump trucks of sand. The shoreline retreated an average of 68 feet. Some stretches lost 141 feet. 9 feet of vertical elevation simply vanished. Swan called it the highest erosion rate they had ever measured. Then came February. A rare hybrid storm, part nor'easter, part snow squall, slammed the Outer Banks with 60 miles per hour gusts and extreme high tides. Residents of Buxton woke to find 4 homes had crashed into the surf overnight. The address, 46201 Tower Circle Road, no longer points to a house. It points to open ocean. Here is what is not making headlines.